Thank you so much, Leanne. Right now, we're jumping into the Espresso Kitchen with a lovely lady. She's a cookbook author, Mimi Jardim, and she's the author of My Portuguese Feast. And it's packed full of delicious recipes from Prego rolls to custard tarts, and of course, one of her childhood favorites, a chocolate salami, which she's going to be showing us how to make. We also have 3 copies of the book to give away. I'll tell you exactly how you can do that. But first, let's get into our recipe this morning. Mimi, lovely to have you with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Chocolate salami. I mean, this is one of the recipes in your cookbook as well, eh? And this book is inspired by your travels around the world.
You know, travels and cooking. I've been teaching for about 50 years.
Okay.
So that's the whole thing together, you know. And just talking about chocolate salami, you know, whenever I do this, people almost say, "Where's the salami?" They're always looking for the salami.
Same thing.
Were you?
I was,
actually. You know, they think that I'm going to wrap this whole sweet thing into salami, you know, or something like that.
It had me a bit confused, but I'm very keen to know how to make that. But just quickly, in terms of your book, what can we expect? You know, what type of recipes are in there? I mean, what can people look forward to?
You know, it's a mixture. Okay. You know, I decided to do, what do I cook when I'm happy? What do I cook when I've got lots of time?
Okay.
Right? My travels are in there as well. My family, a little bit in pieces.
I like that.
You know, from everybody, children and husbands, and, you know, father, mother, and everybody. So it's just a collection of all sorts of things.
I love that. It tells a bit of a story, a bit of a glimpse into your life.
That's what people want these days, you know. They want a recipe book. Not just to cook from. They want to read it and know a little bit about your life.
I like that. Okay, well...
So that's why it's in there.
Like I said, we're giving 3 copies of the book away. What you need to do is SMS the keyword Salati to 33728. You'll get the ingredients list and the link to the recipe for our chocolate salami this morning, and you'll automatically go into the draw to win yourself one of those 3 copies of the cookbook, My Portuguese Feast. Just keep in mind, SMSs do cost R1.50. For the T's and C's, you can log on to our website, expressoshow.com. Let's get into this recipe, Mimi. Right. So look at this, absolutely amazing chocolate salamis on the menu. How do we do this?
Right, it's just very easy. First of all, you think of somebody that you hate, right? And you put your biscuits in a plastic bag.
And you crush it.
And you crush it, okay? I don't use a process or anything because I want the little bits that it looks like, you know, the salami inside there.
So that's
the first thing you should do. And then you just mix everything together.
Okay, so what is that?
That's a drinking chocolate.
Okay.
Right?
Can I put the biscuits in there?
No, not yet.
Or not yet?
Not yet. Hold it. Okay.
Love it.
Right, and then your butter, and I always use butter.
Yes, proper real butter.
Real butter.
Okay.
Other stuff is, I don't know.
Not the margarines.
No, please don't even mention the word.
I'm sorry.
Don't. Okay, right. And then it's 2, you know, and this is so easy.
Yeah.
I always say this is the 2. The 2-2.
The 2-2.
The 2-2. Because that's 200 grams. That's 2 eggs. So that's 200 grams of that.
Okay.
So everything is, you know, 2 of everything.
So to remember that when you're making chocolate salami.
Yes. So you mix that, the butter.
Okay.
And
So the confusion here, chocolate salami, you know salami obviously with the meat, but this is a dessert.
Yes, that's a dessert. And let me just, as I mix this...
But it looks like a salami.
Yes, this dessert, you know, it's fashionable at the moment.
Yes.
But in Portugal, it is sold in every supermarket.
Oh, wow.
And my mom, who would be turning 100 next year...
Wow, congratulations,
you know, she used to make this when we were children, so it is an old recipe.
Favorite.
How it got to Portugal, I don't know.
Oh, wow. Listen, Mimi, we've got to move on quickly, so just quickly tell us what happens next.
This goes in here.
This goes in?
All right.
Okay, and that's going to form the...
You've got big arms, so you can mix it.
I'll mix it for you now.
You see, that goes even quicker.
Once again, if you want to get your hands on the recipe, SMS the keyword Salati to 33728. We are making chocolate salami this morning. And you'll also go into the draw to win yourself one of 3 copies of Mimi's book called The Portuguese Feast. All right.
That's right.
So is that fine like that?
Ladies, you need a man in the kitchen.
You know, a man in the kitchen is always handy. All right, there we go. We're going to pop that out.
Okay, so you just sprinkle that with a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
So you can either use a caster sugar, a mixture. Sometimes I add a little bit of chili in here. Okay, I'm going to pop this in there, then you can just scratch it out. Listen, Mimi, while we finish this off, we're going to put it out there, but here's those steps once again in case you missed anything. Right, okay. And then...
In a mixer, add the butter, sugar, eggs, and chocolate powder and combine. Add in the crushed biscuits and fold together. Dust a sheet of baking paper with icing sugar, then place the mixture onto the dusted paper. Use the paper to roll into a log and refrigerate until set. For the full recipe, visit the Espresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to espressoshow.com. SMS the keyword Salati to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs, and T's and C's apply.
And there you have it. That keyword, once again, Salati to 33728, and you'll automatically go into the draw to win yourself one of 3 copies of Mimi's cookbook, My Portuguese Feast. Right, so you're basically on baking paper and just form like
form it like a sausage, like a...
Yeah.
You know,
like
salami,
a salami.
Like a salami, of course. But there's one rule.
Okay, what's
You've got to taste before you roll.
I've got to taste before I roll. Okay.
That's it. Okay?
Chocolatey, crunchy. Beautiful.
And then there's variations of this.
And no baking, no nothing?
Nothing. You just put it in the fridge.
Okay.
And if you're in a hurry, you've got guests coming and you forgot to make it, then you put it in the freezer for a little while. You know?
Okay. And then once it's done,
nice and
slices like that.
Look like.
I love it, Mimi. Thank you for sharing one of your childhood memories with us. Really appreciate it. Once again, we're giving away one of 3 copies of My Portuguese Feast. SMS the keyword Salati to 33728, not only to get your hands on the recipe, but to go into the draw to win yourself one of these fantastic cookbooks, and you can take a tour throughout Mimi's life and through Portugal as well. Right. Salati to 33728. Lots more to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you.
Always good, always sweet, beautifully flavorful Salati sugars add the perfect touch to your day. Salati, inspired by nature.